I don't even think we should sugarcoat this. It seems appropriate to just outright say it with no hesitation or stalling, kinda like ripping a plaster off of your wound as fast as you possibly can. Roblox will be removing and replacing the current death sound. By the end of November, the oof sound will be no more. This situation that we have really does feel like the end of a very important era. So first of all, welcome to the end of eras. This one is kind of like a continuation of a fairly large mess that we found ourselves in just 10 months ago now. I guess this could be a part 2 and an update to those videos from back then, because Roblox removed the oof sound, death sound, and Roblox getting sued, stolen oof sound never received any updates, and in fact we have heard absolutely nothing about this since back then when it happened. Basically the last 10 months have been super duper silent about this. Also, I think this is obvious right now, but Roblox didn't remove the oof sound back then. I couldn't even begin to tell you why I made that the title, but compared to my thumbnail it looks like it was just a case of bad wording. It literally has been so long since any of that happened that I don't remember all the specific details off the top of my head, but basically Roblox did not create their own death sound. Believe it or not, it actually got stolen straight from an older game that got released in the year of 2000, I believe. The sound itself was actually created by someone named Tommy Tallarico, and not only did he not give permission to Roblox so that they could use his sound like that, but he also had absolutely no idea that Roblox had just spent the previous 13 years using it without his permission. Like, obviously up until he somehow found out back in January. This also raises the question on why Roblox just ripped the oof sound straight from the Messiah game despite not having permission, but considering this has been the death sound since Roblox first came into existence, I suppose it could be as simple as the platform wasn't very big or popular at all upon release, and so they likely just thought it wouldn't be that big of a deal and they could just get away with it or something like that. But it's also kind of confusing that they would continue to use the same sound and not even think about changing it when Roblox did start to get more and more popular, but at the same time it was clearly just one big mistake. They happen, and this one already happened, so questioning why won't reverse any of that now. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and you'll become my favourite person in the whole entire world, that's right. And of course, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already, because every single day we move closer to 300,000 subscribers. So literally just last night, Tommy tweeted about Roblox once again, and this time the energy surrounding the tweet was much more positive and a whole lot lighter than when we found out the news that Roblox had stolen their famous death sound. Happy to announce that I worked out everything with Roblox in regards to the world famous oof sound, thanks to the folks at Roblox and the incredible Roblox developers and community. Special thanks to Asimo and Creekcraft. I just know that these announcements are going to come across as upsetting for so many people in some regards, and hopefully I can explain through everything thoroughly for you, but this is probably the best outcome that we could have received. Tommy Tallarico settles copyright dispute with Roblox over oof sound. Like, even whole news articles are being written about this situation. That is absolutely what we like to see. But not only did this guy maturely and sensibly work through the issues with Roblox, but Tommy has created a great library of sounds, including his own oof sound for Roblox developers. He has put together 4 amazing collections offering great value for any budget. Like, he also literally created thousands and thousands of sound effects for developers to use inside of their own games, and I believe those packs start at like $10 for 100 sounds and go up to $250 for something like 10,000 sound effects. If that's not insane value, then I don't know what else you're expecting. But I think this part is the dreaded news that everyone has been waiting on the edges of their seats to hear. What is happening with the oof sound? We will be replacing the game over sound effect on the platform with new audio at the end of the month. Once we launch the developer marketplace, you will be able to choose from a variety of custom, community created sounds, including Tommy's collection of effects. Now, this is going to be extremely sad to see, and especially for people people who have been on Roblox for an insanely long amount of time, standing by and watching as they basically rip one of the biggest parts of the game out and completely replace it with something different. It's not going to be the same for the longest time and for however long it takes us to get used to the new sound, but if you are looking at it from a gameplay point of view, then it's not going to change a single thing. We can still play any Roblox game at any time. A sound changing isn't going to negatively alter anything. It's just going to be slightly upsetting to witness this change, and a whole lot of people seem to agree. Unfortunately, with this comes the removal of the oof sound. At the end of the month, Roblox will be replacing the audio with a new one, but no matter how sad it will be to say goodbye to our beloved death sound on Roblox, it's something that has to happen and there is no two ways about that. But I would still like to thank Tommy Tallarico for actually talking and eventually working with Roblox to come to a great and civilized solution that benefits everyone involved. But here's where the whole thing gets interesting, and I guess we could kind of say it's a pretty big chance to not have the oof sound completely die and disappear from existence. Update: here is an official statement from Tommy Tallarico. Once the sound is removed from in-game officially, you will be able to buy it for 100 Robux at the beginning of next month. That's something I don't think we've seen before, you know, the ability to purchase a sound effect with Robux to place into your games, and honestly 100 Robux is absolutely nothing to the big popular games, and I feel like we could find ourselves in a situation of so many developers could think that by having the oof sound in their game, more people will be drawn to that game, because I've really never seen someone who doesn't like the oof sound, and so many people are genuinely sad over its impending death. All players will still be able to bring back the original sound if they like, and for developers they will be able to include it directly into their games if they get any of the new sound design kits. Once again, I would like to reiterate just how great this outcome is, and especially now after learning this new information, because yeah, the classic Roblox death sound is getting replaced in just a few weeks, but 100 Robux and you can include it in your own game once again, or even buy one of the new sound packs created by Tommy, and the sound is also in each one of those. So it's a win for everyone because Tommy is finally receiving the appropriate royalties for his work. Developers on Roblox get thousands upon thousands of new sound effects to use in their games for some incredible prices, and as sad as I am to see the oof sound go, I'm also kinda excited to see what the new death sound is gonna be. Late last year, Roblox did a survey that involved users picking the new sounds of Roblox, one of which was the game over oof sound. One of the following 6 listed in the replies below could possibly be the new game over sound, and out of the 6 options listed, I wasn't able to pick a favourite, or at least one that I prefer, but I'm sure that whichever one gets added, whether we like it or not, we will end up getting used to it and ultimately not caring anyway. But I'm really gonna think of Roblox removing and replacing the oof sound by the end of November, but also giving players the option to add the sound back into their games for just 100 Robux. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.